Hello everyone, welcome to the next video tutorial on Power BI samples from DevKLearner, a bit forward daily. So today the topic that we are working on is the demo number 4, which says how to make slicer work for only few controls. So in this demo we'll see that there are a number of controls on a page and we have like multiple slicer. In my case there are only 2 slicer and we are using only 2 controls. So we are showing you a demo in which one slicer impact only one control, whereas it doesn't impact the other slicer or the control. And similarly, the other slicer only interact with one control without impacting anything on the other slicer and the control. So for that, we will select the slicer. We'll go to the format menu and edit interaction, select the controls that we want the slicer to filter or slicer filter to apply, and then save it, and then we can test the functionality. So before I go there, if you are new to our channel, do subscribe it. If you like what we are doing, please like it, and if you think that the video can be helpful for others, do share it with them as well so that they can learn along with us. So here I have the example open and I have 2 sections here, section 1 and section 2. Section 1 has a slicer and a text box. Sorry, not a text box, but a table. Similarly, section 2 also has a slicer and a table. So I'm just showing you that I select Australia from here, and you see that both the 2 tables are showing you Australia. Even if I go to this slicer and I want to check it, I only see Australia. I don't want this functionality. I want that this slicer should only work on this table control, and this slicer should only work on this table control. In order to do that, what I can do is I want the slicer to be working on some of the controls. So I'll select the slicer. I'll go to the format and then click on edit interaction. So the moment you click on the edit interaction, by default it is not selected. It was selected because I had selected earlier. So here when you select the slicer and you click on edit interaction, you see that there are 2 icons which comes over each of the controls, controls. So what we have to do is, if we want this control to be only working on this control, so we'll have to change it, because the 2 icons that I'm talking about, one says that it should filter when there is any selection made in the selected slicer. The other one says none, so it has no impact on changing of that particular slicer. So if you see at the moment, this is bold and this is showing you empty. So this filter is impacting this, and this. We don't want them to this filter to be impacting this. So I will click on this symbol where it says none. So this is not impacted. Now you can see that in the drop down list, you see all the countries. Earlier you were only seeing Australia. So the moment I go back to this control and with the edit interaction, of course, being selected, because unless we deselect it, it remains selected, and I put a none here, you will see this gets blurry, and in the none you see all the countries. Now at the moment, this particular slicer is interacting with this, but it is not interacting with these 2 controls. But that doesn't mean that if I change anything from here, it will not impact this. You see this has gone blank, because in this particular table we are saying that the country should be Australia, as well as country should be India. So once I select this again, you will see that these particular icons, it is saying that it should be filtered with it. I don't want it to be filtered from there, so the drop-down list will change. I don't want this to be filtered, so now you should only see the Australian players. So the moment I select this, you see Australian players, and I'll go back to the format, click on edit interaction, so it becomes turned off, and we have done the selection. So once we select any slicer here, it will not impact anything on the other part, and you will keep on seeing India here. So here I'll select say about South Africa. So I only see South African players there. So I can select Australia from here. I can see Australian players without interacting or updating anything else. So that is the control that we wanted to talk about when we were talking about edit interaction. So coming back to the slides that we were talking about. So here we have seen the same thing that we have written down. We have selected the slicer. We had gone to the format menu, clicked on edit interactions, then selected the control that you want the slicer to filter with that two icons there, filter or none, then saved it. And now we after which we could able to test the functionality, which I've shared with you as well. So for all the examples that I'm taking, I'm also putting in reference, and this particular file presentation link would also be shared in the videos, in the description of the videos. So once again, we have come to the end of this particular video or this tutorial. So I thank you for listening and learning with me. I hope we have moved a bit forward in our learning. To contact me, write in your YouTube comments, or write in the YouTube comments of the video, or email to divklearner@gmail.com. If you like what we are doing, please like it, and if you feel that we can help others as well, please share it with them. And to get updates on this kind of videos, do subscribe to our channel. So once again, good day. Bye bye.